morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a review for you today of another neat new quadcopter that's hit the scene. This is the FPVRC K5 Predator. Now the K5 Predator, as you can see here, is a clone of the Syma X5C. The K5 Predator comes both with a camera version, or if you desire, I desired, a camera-less version. And I'll show you why I prefer a camera-less version here shortly. But if you look at the Predator and put it up side by side against the Syma X5C, it's a pretty darn close clone of the X5C. Almost exactly the same. Even the bottom, if you look at it from the bottom, it looks almost exactly the same. It seems to use the same gears, the same diffusers for the lights, the same door. I also have the camera for this. I didn't bring the camera with it, but also the same camera is used on this. The difference between this and the X5C primarily is in the capabilities of this airplane, or this quadcopter. This quadcopter has both headless mode and one key return. That is one feature that the X5C never implemented. The way they Syma handled that was to come out with an entirely new aircraft, the X5C, but that has problems of its own. So, namely the wind bug. But this one here obviously is an upgrade to the X5C with headless mode and one key return. Another thing this supposedly has, we'll find out here today, has increased range over the X5C. The X5C can only get out to about 70 meters. Hopefully this one is predicted to get out to 100 meters. And we'll try to do that today here at Satellite Lake. I'll try to take it over by the pylon over there. That's about 100 meters away, and see if we can make it there and back. So, hope you enjoy this flight. Also, the reason why I prefer the camera-less version is the original X5C. If you look on the bottom of my X5C, I got a little Velcro tab there. The original X5C is a very, very stable platform for the 808 keychain camera. Now, the 808 keychain camera is a much better camera than what comes with the X5C. You get much better video from it. It has a wide-angle lens. It just, all in all, looks much better. And you can simply attach it to the bottom of these quadcopters, including this one here, by using Velcro. 1, 2, 3, you're ready to go out in the field. So that's why I like the X5C, and that's why I want to try this particular quadcopter with. First, we're going to start off with the camera attached, just to show what its video looks like, and being flown from this particular quadcopter. And then following this, we'll follow up with a flight without a camera to show what the aircraft performs without, how the aircraft performs without a camera. Particularly, I need to go into the one key return and headless mode with it. So, hope you enjoy this flight of the FPVRC K5. Let's go do it. Turning on the camera. And recording. We're going to take off right from here. Making sure that we're pointed straight. More or less we are. Now let's put it on the ground, a more flat surface. Turning on the transmitter. Binding it to the quadcopter. It helps to turn on the quadcopter too, before you do such. Quadcopter's on. Turning on the transmitter. It binds right away. You don't need to do an up-down. Let's try trimming it. Extremely stable, folks. Let's go for a flight of the K5. With the 808 keychain camera attached. We'll take it up overhead here. Now, the 808 keychain camera is somewhat noisy, and we're not going to get probably 100 meters range with the 808 keychain camera. That's the problem with it. If you noticed on my keychain camera, I put a little bit of aluminum foil to try to reduce the interference caused by the camera. But let's set it up over there, trim it a bit. Let's do a rotate of the area, showing you the camera. Nice slow rotate. And there you go, folks. And I better come down because I'm getting close to 100 meters even with the 808 attached. That's pretty damn good. Other quadcopters have problems with this camera, namely the FY326. When I tried to use this with the FY326, the 808 would cause all kinds of problems, particularly the camera noise from it. Okay, I'm trying to fly fast to see what that does to jello, but okay, that's a demonstration with an 808 attached. Let's bring her in. Hello there. Great quadcopter. Okay, let's take off the 808. Turn off the quadcopter 2 for a second here while I turn off the 808 camera. And we'll go right into headless mode and one key return demonstration after I turn off this camera. Okay, let me close the door a bit better than what I did. Oh, by the way, let me show you inside here. This uses X5C, standard X5C batteries. So, you know, I believe this one is a 600 milliamp or 650. No, it's 600. So, you know, you can use 600, 650s inside here. X5C, even the 500s, the old 500s. There we go. Turning on the transmitter. Let's use the, what do you call it? Pylon down there as our headless mode direction. Now, headless mode is set normally when you when the quadcopter takes off. Okay, we're bound. And again, to activate headless mode, you press this button here. To activate one key return, you hold it down for 2 seconds like that. It's in headless mode right now. Let's take off in headless mode first off to show you headless mode. And also trim it up a bit. Okay, we're in headless mode now. What headless mode means is, see, I got the quadcopter pointed toward me, but if I push forward, it still flies in the direction that it was pointed when it took off. If I pull back, it comes back from that direction. If I push to the left, it goes to the left. If I push to the right, it goes to the right. And it doesn't matter which way the quadcopter is pointed. Now, one thing, I want to bring this in for a second, and the reason being is flying with that 808 keychain camera, I'm not sure if I want to make sure this, let me turn off headless mode, by the way. Obviously, we got the beeping that comes with headless mode. I want to try to calibrate real quick, just to make sure we got nice calibration before we take off. Okay, let's go back into headless mode, or take off again. And I want to show you this. Look at that, folks. This is a stable quadcopter. So, you know, good beginners quadcopter, good beginners learn to fly. Let's go for a flight again. Let's try the one key return. We're going down there. I'm going to hold that button down for 2 seconds this time. Holding the button down, and here comes the one key return. It flies back to us down that headless mode bearing. And it stays in headless mode after the flight. Now, headless mode was set when I took off. Again, that's the direction it was pointed when I took off. And if you can keep the quadcopter down that direction, let's do that again, and press the one key return, the quadcopter will fly back to you. Now, unfortunately, you need to stay down, if you're flying, you need to stay down that bearing that it was pointed. Because if you fly, say, off to the left, let's turn off that headless mode, by the way. If you fly off to the left and press that one key return, it's going to come parallel down that original bearing back to you. Similarly, if you're off to the right, headless mode's off. If you're off to the right and you press that one key return, let's do that. It's going to fly off to the right, parallel to that bearing. Okay, I'm still in headless mode. Let's bring it back again. Coming out of headless mode. Now, let's go to higher rates. Higher rates are selected by pushing up on the throttle trim button. It's supposed to be set. I don't see any change there. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I am wrong. I see where it is. It's the yaw trim button. Yeah, there we go. We got 2, We go beginner and intermediate, or beginner and expert if you prefer. Let's see what the maneuverability of this quadcopter. I haven't done flips yet. Let's try flip. Do we got power for flips? We still got power for flips. And I got a wind coming from my face here right now. That's the wind blowing it back, by the way, folks. It can fight the wind too. I guess we got storms coming in. Good thing I'm flying right now. Let's do that again. Okay, let's try funnels. There's the funnels. So all in all, it is a really good clone of the X5C. Let's go. Can it make it to that pole over there? Can it make it to the pole? Yes, it can. So the range is true. 100 meters. Let's go down to the far end of the field. Before I do such, let's see what happens if we lose throttle on this while the motors are turning, so we don't get a flyaway. Okay, let me put it at the lowest it can, and I'm going to turn off the transmitter. 1001, 1002, 1000, it'll shut down in 3 seconds, so that's good. Okay, again, I got a wind coming from that direction there, and it's picking up too. But let's go down. Now that pole down there is 150 meters away. Let me go to a higher rate too. Let's see if I can make it close to the pole. We'll find out what the range of this is. I think it said 100 meters. That pylon's 150 meters. Can I actually bump into the pylon? I got control, folks. We're way past 100 meters, by the way. So, they're not lying. So the big advantages of this over the X5C is fantastic range of that thing. Let me see if I can do that again. See if I can actually bump into the pole. If I have control all the way to the pole. The pylon, I mean. Flying off toward the pylon. Flying off toward the pylon. Can I hit that pylon at 150 meters away? Did it! Well, we know it at least has a range of 150 meters. Okay, so that's fantastic. Good job, FPVRC. You got a quadcopter, a Syma X5C clone, and it has more than twice the range of the X5C. That is fantastic. So that's a huge advantage of this over an X5C, is the range of this. It's probably, well, obviously it's at least 150 meters because I made it to that pylon. We'll see how crash-worthy it is also. 3, 2, 1. Well, there it is, and the lights aren't flashing yet. Let me make sure it survived that crash. It seems to have. Okay, I'm going to turn it off and on again, just in case the gyros got messed up by that crash. Let me check the props too. That little prop is a little bit dinged, but it's okay. Okay, let's go for it. Quadcopter on. Turning on the transmitter again. We're good to go. Let me, just in case the gyros got bumped, I am trying to calibrate them by either moving down to the left or down to the right. And she's good as new. So great quadcopter, folks. Crash worthy, super range. Can lift an 808. It comes with the same camera as the X5C. Apparently, I don't have the camera version again, but I'm not a fan of the X5C camera. The X5C camera points downward, and that's no. Oh, there we go. There's our battery. So there's the flight time too. We can add that to it. The X5C camera points downward, and so does the camera that comes with this. So that's why I don't have it with me on here. So, but again, this is a good alternative, very good alternative to the X5C. You got an increased range over the X5C, and headless mode, and 1 key return comes with this. So this would be a good one to consider, folks. Hope you enjoyed this flight. I enjoyed it. Quadcopter 101 signing out.